Thank you, Ray. As you switch controls over to Amber, first of all, I'd like to say good morning and good afternoon to everyone as we're across multiple time zones. And also like to thank Ray and his team and Etelos for hosting the webinar. We're very excited and happy to be a part of the Etelos marketplace. As some or perhaps many of you may already know, eXpresso is an exciting and new online SaaS application. And what it does is really provide a real-time collaborative environment for Microsoft Excel documents. It's been quite a fun and exciting venture. The adoption of eXpresso has already begun to spread around the world, and we are currently in, I believe it's 52 or 54 countries. Amber, you can correct me if I'm wrong there, and that number has gone up. And our users, I'm close, huh? Somewhere in that neighborhood. Our users really vary, and it's everything from the individual user to the smaller local companies to large international organizations. And a last comment I have is that there's a very exciting future for eXpresso, as in the very near future we will be adding additional file types to the platform. Currently, today we're looking at Excel, Microsoft Excel, but we'll also be adding Word, PowerPoint, PDF, and many other various file types as well. So Amber, it looks like you are up and running, so I will turn the reins over to you.
Excellent. Thanks, John, and thanks so much, Ray, for inviting us. We're very excited to have this opportunity. I'm just going to start quickly by explaining what eXpresso is and why you might care, and then jump right into the product demonstration. So we'll begin by talking about eXpresso Business Communities for Excel. The business world that we've been used to has really been the result of centralized IT and applications that are controlled and managed by an IT organization. But today there's a new reality. Our coworkers don't necessarily sit beside us in the office anymore. They can be located anywhere in the country or anywhere on the globe. Our business world now is a network. But what hasn't changed is that the core application suite that we use to do business is Microsoft Office. So how do we stay connected? Until now, we've been using a workaround with significant shortfalls. Here's an example. A sales VP in New York needs updated Excel forecasts from his managers who might be scattered in branches and home offices or even airports. Typically, he'd attach the forecast file to an email and send out the request to his staff. Now he sits and waits for responses. Finally, he gets the updated files back. That's the good news. The bad news is that he has to manually consolidate data from 4 rather complex spreadsheets, and his entire team now has obsolete spreadsheets cluttering their C drives, their inboxes, and their outboxes. This brings us to the eXpresso breakthrough. eXpresso communities are organized around people who have a common purpose or interest in Excel spreadsheets. eXpresso is instant and real time, exchanging current information without any emails flying back and forth with any number of colleagues. You don't have obsolete data. You don't need IT involvement. And what you have is control and auditability. That's a term we coined that means you can know who can see or edit your file, what they changed, when, and why. In contrast to the email workaround, the eXpresso community model works much differently. With eXpresso at the core of the community, the sales VP simply uploads the file to secure eXpresso and invites his colleagues to view or add their edits. They can work simultaneously in real time if they want, and there's always just one current, easily accessible version. No waiting for emails, no security risk, no file clutter, and our guy in New York never has to manually consolidate everyone's input ever again. With that, we'll jump right into the product demonstration. I'll begin by explaining how you can get started with eXpresso, talk a little bit about how to upload and share your spreadsheets, including sharing just regions of spreadsheets. We'll talk about setting alerts and editing files both online and offline. We'll also discuss file and cell history and how to manage your files by assigning tags, notes, and folders. We'll talk about the important access controls, and finally I'll show you how to invite and add your contacts. To get started with eXpresso, you can simply visit us, as Ray mentioned, at the Etelos Marketplace. All you have to do is click the Get It Now button, and you'll be directed to our simple registration screen. You'll notice that all we require is your email address. You can give yourself a password and name. We're not asking for any credit card information, and that's because everyone receives a free trial of eXpresso, and parts of the service are always free. You simply accept the terms of service and create your account. I'm already an eXpresso user, so I'll go ahead and log in. To use eXpresso, you have very simple software requirements. You need to have an Internet Explorer browser, or even the Internet Explorer browser running inside of Firefox. Obviously, you need an internet connection because this is a software as a service web-hosted application. And additionally, you need to have what Microsoft considers a qualifying product. For most of our users, that's Excel. I've now logged in and am viewing my eXpresso dashboard. As a new eXpresso user, it will be a great benefit if you will click the Take a Tour button. This will give you an overview of each of the features that we're going to discuss today, including handy screenshots and an example of how to use each of these features. Going back to my dashboard, you'll notice that I have two kinds of spreadsheets. I have my spreadsheets. These are spreadsheets that I own that I've either uploaded to eXpresso or have created inside eXpresso. I also have a group of shared spreadsheets. These are spreadsheets that other users have shared with me and given me some set of rights and privileges. Looking at my spreadsheets, you'll see I have my budget, my development list, marketing leads, production schedule, and so forth. These are the kinds of files that eXpresso users find very well suited to collaboration. I'm going to begin, as you will, as a new user, by uploading a file to eXpresso. Uploading a file is as easy as attaching it to an email. I simply click on the upload icon, browse to the file that I'd like, and from here I can rename it. I can also add some notes about what's in the file or why I uploaded it to eXpresso. I can upload the file to my spreadsheets folder or any of the folders I've created to manage my spreadsheets. I can also create a new folder now if I want. I'll just go ahead and upload this one to my spreadsheets folder. Now there are a couple of reasons that users upload their spreadsheets to eXpresso. One is simply for spreadsheet management. I now have all my spreadsheets in one place. It's easily accessible from any machine with an internet connection, and I know that they're secure and backed up. But the main reason I want to upload spreadsheets to eXpresso is to share them with other users and work on them in a collaborative fashion. I'm going to go ahead and share this spreadsheet with John. Now, as Ray mentioned, I'm actually in Sacramento today, and John is in Salt Lake City. But that distance is not important because we can collaborate on our spreadsheets from anywhere. Now, I can share my spreadsheets with anyone who's a member of my eXpresso contacts. These are people who are eXpresso users who have accepted my invitation to be a part of my spreadsheet community. I'll share this spreadsheet with John. I can also share a spreadsheet with anyone who I have an email address for. I can also import addresses from my Outlook,